All right, we're here live at the 504 Fan Cave.
Well, we're back again today.
It's
Jay.
Monday Fun Day.
With double. I think one of them is the
double Monday night. You're saying,
yeah, double Monday night game. I think one of them is the Poo Bowl, and the other one is the
the toilet bowl.
Yeah. So I mean, I think they're both of them. I think the Browns. I'm not the Browns, Lord. The Bengals. The Bengals
sounds like the Browns to me.
Yeah, the Bengals are 2-1, playing the 1-2 Sean Payton's Broncos. And then we're talking about another game over here we're looking at is the Jets 0-3 versus 0-3 the Dolphins. And the Dolphins have already lost.
Well, but what we're really talking about today is the Saints, and we have a very special guest with us today coming at us virtually. You can see him down there in the little, wait, I think here, I can point to it here. We have him down here in the little corner of our screen and coming at you virtually. Oh, no. He just switched to, okay, cool.
Yeah, it's all good.
It's all good. It's all good. We're rolling with it here. Why did we switch over like that?
One of the things that happened was I think that, whoa, I'm looking at these two games too, so sorry. Sometimes I
I'm
dip
just
out
not
on
sure
Mondays.
where
I dip out on Mondays sometimes. But anyhow, what has happened is the teams that are playing are not very good. I don't mean the most wins that they have is 2 wins. I mean,
everything has gone haywire here, man.
Oh, it's what looks like it went like reverse. It's taking a picture of something else.
Yeah.
Okay.
I see. Your screen went off.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah. Well. All right. I was like.
So why don't you get Coach on the line and we'll make this.
Coach is on the line. Coach,
is he?
Coach, welcome.
Welcome.
We
Coach.
had a great picture of you up there, but it didn't quite work out the way I wanted.
There we go.
Oh, there we go. He's
back. Just like
What's
Coach.
happening,
He's
Coach?
like Sean Payton.
He's like Sean Payton.
He's
here,
not like
and
he
then
is.
he's gone. Here
So,
and then.
Coach.
Oh, geez.
First of all,
That
how are
didn't
you
work.
doing, man?
I'm fantastic.
It's good to hear from you, Coach. It's wonderful to have you on the line. We appreciate you joining us here in the 504 Fan Cave. We're trying to get it all worked out. We couldn't go live, so we're recording this. So we got you here on the phone to talk to you about this weekend's game against the Buffalo Bills.
So so being a fan, why don't you tell everybody, Coach, how long have you been a Saints fan?
Well, I was born into it, but I've been season ticket holder since 1993.
Wow.
And in that span of time, I've only missed 3 home games.
So tell me this, Coach. How long have you been dressing up?
What's that?
How long have you been dressing up in costume to support your team?
Well, that started in 2006.
Okay. And what was
When,
that costume? Because I understand you had an array of costumes.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I thought you meant how long was I dressing like Sean Payton?
We'll get to that too, but I just wanted to see how long you like what I was gonna get some questions like have you ever played sports or all this other stuff. And the reason why I wanted to do that is I wanted to get all sorts of people's opinions. Oh, what a catch. All sorts of people's opinions about their view. And I just wanted folks to know the background of some people's view. Like if it was my wife, she would say her Saints won the Super Bowl. So she just really recently became a Saints fan, really. I mean, she's been a Saints fan, but she never really cared a lot. So for you, it's been a lifetime thing. And I happen to know that you have a bunch of different costumes that you have donned. And so why don't you tell us the first costume?
Well, that's true. I remember trying a couple. I tried out for a season. I was Saints survivor, and I didn't shave and wore cut off jean shorts and sandals. And
you did. Were you the last one out there to be voted out of the dome?
No, this is way before that. This is when Tom Hanks was Survivor.
Oh, okay. This was before even the Survivor television show.
I remember he had Wilson too, huh?
And then there's another season I tried out wearing a gorilla costume, but not the head, everything else.
I remember that one too, honestly.
And we got beat really bad by the Colts. and I got mad, and I tried to walk all the way home, and I seriously dehydrated myself.
I'll bet.
So I had to give up that too. And come 2006, we hired Sean Payton, and Leroy was like, dude, this is just kind of a natural fit. You don't really have a choice here.
Yeah, I mean, you looked a lot like Sean Payton at the time, so it really.
He said it before anybody else said it to me. He was the first one that ever said it.
It's just like, really, he got that uncanny, like, it's a look, dude, are you kidding me? I mean, it's so unbelievable to sit there and be like, this dude looks just like Sean Payton, and he's our coach, and he's like the best coach we had out of our, I mean, honestly. And then that brings up another thing. I was talking to you about bringing him back, and I think that you should bring him back because he's like one of our best coaches ever. He got us a Super Bowl. Everybody loves him. I'm looking at him tonight, and they're beating him 21-3.
I mean, Sean Payton's a New Orleans icon. You know, he won us our Super Bowl,
and you are too, Coach. I mean, like, you know, Wallbanger, Colonel. I mean, you're a definite legend in your own time with all these costumes. And just talking about these guys, most people never even sniff one costume. And you left out McEnroe.
I forgot. That's my favorite one of all of them. I completely forgot about that one. That's the best one.
What were you yelling at the refs as John McEnroe?
Go ahead.
Just everything you do, you have to lose your mind when you talk about it. Just whatever you're talking about.
You just have to lose your mind.
What do you mean there's no popcorn?
This is bullshit. But I found a racket that I went through several before I finally found this one racket that could just take a beating. And I could throw this racket and it would stay in one piece all the time.
That's a winner right there for the McEnroe costume.
I had the best afro wig. It's like a very short afro wig. It's like a Jufro wig.
One of the things I definitely wanted to tell you is this. I want you to know that you are an inspiring person in general, right? Just in life. Because I love talking to you. But I'm just saying, like, for you to come up with all these different costumes, man, like, what goes on? Is it like, you know, I helped you with one, I think, but like, do they just like overnight? You're like, how did you come up with John McEnroe? Like, let's just start there.
I really don't know. I have no idea. I couldn't tell you. I've also had several other costumes that just weren't Saints related either, for like Mardi Gras or. I'll tell you what, my favorite costume I've ever had altogether. For one Mardi Gras day, for the like 2 nights before, I just kept going. I was a pregnant nun on rollerblades.
Oh my!
Now is this just a fetish of yours, or was this for the Saints?
A fetish?
No, this had nothing to do with the Saints. It's just something I wanted to do.
Just a fetish.
And I'm doing a podcast. So, but the thing about it is, and this is the only way it really works, is you have to not know how to get around on rollerblades. if you're just inept on rollerblades and you're a pregnant nun also, everyone's like, oh my God, look out.
That's not going to work in the Superdome.
All this is really good. I mean, the main reason why I wanted to do this 504 Fan Cave is to be somewhat of a therapist and have a place where people can come and bitch and moan and groan and say things that are just on their mind as a Saints fan and like as a release. You know, like you go and take a walk, you hit a punching bag, you scream, you yell, you get it all out. That's kind of what 504 Fan Cave is about. And
Right.
to talk to you about this.
We're here licking our wounds on another Monday.
Exactly. You know, we're going to get into the 0-4, but I think it's important that people know who we have. We have you. We're also going to be calling after you get off the phone. We're going to be calling Ivan Neville. He's another person who is in our, you know, in our 101,
our
111.
fan sphere.
Our fan sphere, exactly. It's gonna be.
I love that guy.
Yeah, you know he is. He's hilarious, man. And one of the things is you are hilarious too. And we thought that you guys would be two really good guests. You know, kind of not so much polar opposites, but definitely different. and not like a homer.
But let's really dig into this a little bit, okay?
Okay.
What is your take on the team there, Coach? How do you feel about where we are on our fourth game? Do you like the way that the development is coming? I know we have a brand new coach, a lot of new players, new quarterback.
Dude, why'd you cut me off?
So where are you at?
In the middle of my sentence, you cut me off to ask him some random ass question.
No, this is why we're here to talk about the game. You
We're
seem
here
like you were
to
just
talk
talking
about
about
everything.
yourself,
That's what
bro.
I'm explaining. I'm not talking about myself, man. What the hell are you talking about? I just asked the guy. It's like people need to know who we're talking about.
Right.
We don't have no time limit.
There's
Like,
no
why
time.
are we
We're
rushing?
just trying to have a conversation.
People are going to be complaining all day long. You can't say, "Hey, wait, let's just talk about something else in the middle of it." It's 5:04.
I bet you ultimately, Ivan and my feelings about the team are probably pretty similar.
We will
Though we might
definitely
get there
find that
from
out
different-
tonight. We'll definitely find that out.
No, I think
We might get there from different avenues, but I bet you me and Ivan agree on.
And I think that it's probably both of you guys. Both of you guys. I got to be honest. With you. I think sometimes you like go half empty sometimes rather than half full. But you know,
Well,
so you can bitch. You can bitch and moan all you want to. But I just want to have people on here who understands when they bitching and moaning about, rather than just being upset because, hey, the dome is full of red, and you don't realize that you fucking sold the tickets. That's why the dome is red, right?
Sure.
So we can bitch.
Sure.
I'm not saying don't bitch. You can't be in play, but make sense and make it clever, right? You can bitch.
Sure.
You can moan.
I have a lot to say.
So get back into it. So Jamie, ask him your
And
question.
so,
but what I wanted to say is
just as far as being, just let me answer to your glass half full first, though.
okay. Please do.
Well, when I feel like the team from management down hasn't exactly taken this as seriously as they have in the past.
Okay.
I feel that.
And so I feel like it kind of gives me the permission to not take them as seriously as I have in the past.
Okay, so let me ask you this question. On pushback, just a touchback, right? So which management are you talking about? You talking about under Sean Payton? And
I'm talking about under Loomis over the last 5 years.
Well, Loomis has been there since 2002. And he has not
And he's had his good moments, but it's gone steadily downhill since 2020.
Oh, we all agree on that. I think that's one thing everybody in Dome can agree on.
From all aspects, from losing all the coaches to having terrible drafts to...
But that's about the GM, though, right? And ownership. Is that right?
Yeah, that's where I'm at right now. And so I still have less to complain about this year than I did last year. Last year, I had 3 real big gripes, and they were Derek Carr, Dennis Allen, and Mickey Loomis.
Okay.
This year, I can only complain about one.
You got rid of 2 of them, right?
Yeah, and so automatically, I'm already more a fan of this year's team than I was last year's.
There it is. So on that whole thing, though, what do you think? I mean, I'm always going to be honest with you when I say this, but what do you think should be done to turn this thing around?
Well, it's more what I think should have already been done.
Yeah, but I can take that answer too. But since we can't change what already's happened, what can we do now?
Sure. Well, I mean, basically what happened there by putting off this rebuild that we're currently going through, it just made us have to go through that many more years of misery in the future. You understand what I'm saying? And we didn't win those years anyway.
Yeah, I mean, the salary cap seems to be a big issue with the team, you know.
And it's going to get a lot better next year. I understand that.
Getting quality people and getting quality backups, because there's always injuries. And if you don't have any depth, you don't have a team.
And in that same that same breath, Drew Brees, I love Drew and everything, but Mickey and those guys, first of all, let me say this about Drew before I say what I'm going to say. Drew has to get his money. The guy literally got hurt by his team that he had, and he kind of was out there. And fortunately for us, we got him, and Miami never got him, but he got us a Super Bowl, and he got a chance to redeem himself or whatever. But so he had to get his money. But a lot of times, like with Tom Brady, he just pushed it down, kicked it down the can, say, look, I want to better, get me somebody to protect me, get the defense, and like just let all that stuff go. Drew did some of that, I'm sure. But a lot of the cash that they paid when he was getting a big chunk, when he deserved it all because of whatever reasons, management and upper those guys didn't pay him or whatever, or didn't have good enough GM to tell him to explain him or how it's going to work. But he had to get his money. So he got his money. Once he got his money, and this is all my opinion, this is our opinion, this is Jamie I's opinion, this is not everybody else's, but I think that helped us get into salary cap trouble. And when we can't get out of it because we had to pay him, and it was going to be down the line, every person was saying, dude, this is going to be a problem. And now all that stuff is coming home to roost.
Well, more specifically and more recently, he treated Derek Carr the exact same way he treated Drew Brees, like he was going to be the savior of the franchise.
Yeah.
And so do you know what the dead cap number is right now as we speak this year?
No.
I do not.
I believe it's $95 million. That's almost a third of the fucking salary cap. I'm sorry, I can curse?
Yeah, you can curse. You can do whatever you want to on this channel. But yeah.
I heard this on another podcast. But so if that is a third of the podcast, you're paying out to guys who aren't even on the team anymore.
Oh, yeah. They were
How are you going to be competitive with the guys who are paying, with the teams that are paying the guys who are actually playing?
Wasn't like Devery Henderson or somebody was in that situation where they were getting paid Mad Bank. What was the other guy that came from LSU?
Well, I'm just talking about a salary cap standpoint, not from them getting actually paid. It's just that you're carrying this debt that you can't be using towards other quality players.
Right. When a third of your budget is spent on players who don't even play for us anymore. You know,
yeah, so that's money we cannot spend on free agents that are currently on the market.
Correct. That is definitely the truth. And the thing is, man,
pair that with bad drafting.
I mean,
bad drafting is right.
Terrible drafting is what it was. Not bad. But so with all of this stuff in mind, again, what is an opportune or what do you think should be done? Like if you could do something today and change it, what would you do? Or what would you suggest?
What would I do to change it today? This is a long-term problem. Well, first of all, as we speak right now on offense, as far as our wide receiver core goes, we have a whole bunch of 6'0" wide receivers. We have a bunch of guys who on any other team would probably be wide receiver 4s. I could say Olave would probably be a wide receiver 2. I'd say Olave would be a wide receiver 2 on another team. He's not a wide receiver 1.
We're saying we're on the same page. We're in sync. And continue.
But everybody else, every other player, including Shaheed, is a wide receiver 4 on any other team.
Shaheed is definitely probably a 3 in our slant man. There's no slant man. You know who that is, huh?
I don't understand why the Saints keep doing this thing where they had a player a long time ago who was really good, like Cooks, and for some reason they just can't stay away. They go back to Cooks at the end of his career, Jimmy Graham. They go back to these guys at the end of their career when they're all washed out, and they bring them back into the dome like they're going to magically be as good as they were when they were drafted or when they were picked up in free agency, and they never are.
That is really a good point that we can focus on for a second. So, you know, I always feel like we get like second not washed up players, but they're not at their prime. You know what I mean? We get these guys who pass. I heard it, you know, it sucks a little bit because
that's because we can't spend money in free agency.
Yes. Because we just have to like try and, you know, make a makeshift rob Peter to pay Paul kind of player, you know, like this guy. And I feel like, you know, I love Honey Badger. I hope you don't get mad at me for saying this, but I feel like some of those guys come along, you know, when they're almost towards the end and, you know, they live here and had a big name, you know, and then all of a sudden we come and pay them this money. I almost feel like we getting held up. You know what I mean? Like going, you know,
I can see that.
Look at all the free agents we've let go.
Yeah, because we were like, you know, it's just, and then to see them go and do well, you know, I mean, it really breaks your heart. But one of the things I definitely want to tell you is about this dream I had. It was crazy, man. So I had this dream that Todd Graves bought the Saints, and he made Drew Brees the general manager.
Hey, he might be the person who could save the Saints.
That's what I'll say.
That's Raising Cane's.
Yeah.
Nah, chicken. Cane's, man. Chicken tender king down at LSU. I remember he started right over there on right by the campus, the first one. And I'm not going to say.
You know what you need to do? If you want him to do it, you need to tell him it's a terrible idea.
Really? Is that how you tell him?
His economics professor at LSU told him that his Raising Cane's idea was the worst financial idea he'd ever heard.
And you want to know something else? I wasn't going to say this. And the girl, I'm not going to say who she is either. But she's a friend of mine. And she said that for some reason, she didn't want to go out with him or something because he was like, oh, no. She didn't. She said that she told him that the idea would never work. Like, that was a lame idea. The chicken.
So he'd heard this from several people.
And I was like, what do you think about that now? But Todd, listen, bro. I'm sure you got a lot of things to do. You hanging out with Drew, you guys are boys and all. You're already doing business with him. Look, take it from some fans here who really care a lot about the team and who really want, what a catch. Oh my God.
It's hot.
But Garrett Wilson.
Woo. Look at them Jets, boy. Look at them Jets. You saw that? Garrett Wilson. Touchdown. Well, I lost my money tonight because I have money on shit. Why you laughing, Coach? It was a donation, bro. But
he fought for that ball.
Yeah, he did. He did great. That's some serious concentration too. If you guys aren't looking, we're looking at Gary Wilson. I don't know who he's posterizing. Number 26 for the Miami Dolphins. Douglas. Yeah, he gave it to him in the end zone pretty nicely. But I gotta tell you, man, we really need to get ourselves together. We really need to be fans. And look, and this is I'm gonna switch the gear for a quick second here. So you've been argumentatively dressing up for 20 years, 30 years, Coach? 20 years?
Yeah, I'd say I did at least 25 years of dressing up.
How do you feel about this season? Do you feel like you're gonna feel like
you're gonna hate my
win, or you think it's gonna be the worst season we ever had in the history, or do you think it could come back? Because here's the reason why I'm asking you that. Because a lot of things are happening. Oh, I have a news bulletin. We have breaking news. Do we have a breaking news kind of thing, G?
I don't know. We're not live.
Jay. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Breaking news. Taysom Hill will be practicing back with the team as of today.
Look out. I
did see that.
I didn't even know he was on the team.
Yeah.
Man, did you see that injury?
I thought they let him go, bro.
No, they did not. They did not.
The injury. What's the injury now?
His knee bent all the way.
Yeah.
The way a knee doesn't bend.
And Foster Morrow, they both coming back. So before you answer the question, just take that into mind. And then also take into mind that we had 5 of our original starters that we wanted to start off with playing offensive line actually showed up. So
we ran the ball some.
Yes. And
Ruiz left the game, and I don't think he came back.
No, he didn't. I think they said he wasn't coming back, but they still had someone who filled it okay. So we start off with 5. That was our starters that we wanted to have, but we only had ended up with 4, which is good because we could have ended up with like 2. But so with the good news with that coming back, and then also I heard during the
Penning looked good.
Yeah, I heard during the broadcast. I don't know if you heard this, but the team, the defense was so pissed off about everything that happened in Seattle. The guys addressed it on the plane before going to the meetings on Monday and saying, "Hey guys,
the penalties were cleaned up."
So they were just so pissed off, and a lot of leaders, I would think it would be, on the defense, it's going to be Cam Jordan and DeMario Davis. Sure. Pretty much let everybody say, "Listen, man," I gave them a good opportunity to talk, and they worked some things out. And from what I've seen on the field, the defense really looked good to me because what they were doing was they were tackling on the first person that's getting the guy. Because that was one of the biggest things that was killing me the most when I saw.
Coach, what do you think about the
Well,
tackling?
all right. I still saw a lot of guys loafing on defense yesterday. There were a couple guys who were hustling. Jordan Sanker was really playing.
Sanker, I mean, he's easy to say because he did so well, but I'm just saying, like, I'm talking about
The new safety we got, what's that guy's name? He was great.
Reed
Sanker.
Oh, that was Sanker?
Sanker number 33. I think 30. Yeah, I think that's his number. But anyhow, what I'm getting at with this is that these guys have made better steps each. They've just shown me that they can improve each week, right? I mean, you got a bunch of guys who never played. I mean, they did. So coming from game in Seattle to the game to go and play one of the best teams in the NFL that's not hurt, that doesn't have any excuses like, hey, we were playing our third guys. We were on mass units. No, everybody was there and at home. And they were rattled. They were shook. He hadn't been sacked. In 4 games, he was sacked maybe 2 times or something, they said. And he's already been sacked 3 times in the first quarter. Like, that's what I'm talking about.
They were getting there.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that they did great. They like, world beats now.
No, we played the one of the 5 best teams in the league really well for 3.5 quarters.
Hey, it's better than
and then the wheels
your
fell
ass
off the
handed
wagon.
to you for 4.
No, then we
Seahawks.
played good, and we showed fight, which is more than we showed against Seattle. We looked like a high school team against Seattle.
So, Coach, here's where we at right now. What's pressing on your mind that you want to tell people, the fans, how you feel, and what do you think we should do?
I think this is how a lot of other people feel also. I think that, unfortunately, the watch is on. So we're now, as a fan, we're all wondering how long until we find out what we have in Shook. Because while Rattler has been improving week by week, and he's not exactly the reason we're losing, he's also not leading us to victories at all. And I think that after 10 losses straight, we can safely say he's probably not the answer.
I don't think you have to say probably. I think that he's not. But what I do believe is it's not all him. Okay, because if anyone knows,
how many notable quarterbacks can you think of that started their careers 0-10?
I actually know some of these answers. Warren Moon, Derek Carr.
Derek Carr is not a great example.
No, but I'm just saying, like, I'm not saying that they all turn out to be great. I'm just saying that there is a bunch of them that are out there. It ain't like, a unicorn or,
Right.
Like
they exist.
Yeah, exactly. But they all kind of on a half empty side. But what I'm getting at with the quarterback position, you put Drew Brees there, or you put Tom Brady there. Guess what? You're getting the same thing that you got in the last 2 games or 3 games before that. No offensive line, bro. Come on. Coach.
Yeah, but the accuracy of Rattler is severely lacking.
Hey, look, I am totally not saying that it's his fault. I'm not saying that he's great. I'm simply saying the dude lost 5 games and they got no offensive line. He's going to get his ass killed. I'm a Shuck guy. I only like him because
he's got no wide receivers to throw the ball to.
Yeah, that too. You know what I mean? So if you'd add all that stuff up, it sounds like, again, Drew, whoever is there, they're going to be struggling. But yesterday they would have looked great. He looked great yesterday. He had some good awareness, of basically.
And he scrambled a little bit.
Yes, that's what I was going to say. The awareness to know that when he saw those lanes and the pockets and he took off, he didn't sit there. And I thought he was sharper because he had more time. Maybe the lines were like holding up a little bit where he can snap out of it. Opposed to, if you don't get rid of the ball in 2 seconds in the NFL, bad things are going to happen. So, Coach, we got about maybe 3 more minutes.
I read
here.
somewhere that I think Shuck is taking him. I read this. It's taking him 3.5 seconds on average to get the ball out, and that is by far the last.
Yeah. That, you can't. That's always going to be a bad situation.
That's not going to work in the NFL.
So, on your parting ways out, Coach, super fans, regular fans, people who love the team, people who hate the team, I got something to ask you. What do you think our record will be at the end of the year?
Oh man, what do I think in all actuality our record will be?
Yes.
Well, let's go ahead and look at the schedule just for a second. But I got to tell you, there's not a lot of winnable games the way we're playing right now. I mean, we're as fans all kind of waiting for a change here because we're losing games right now.
So when you say
I
waiting
think
for a
it's
change,
possible. Yeah, something to change where we start winning games. Something. And maybe that's at the quarterback position. I don't know how to say what that should be. But I think the next 3 games are all winnable games. I think we can beat the Panthers. We still got to play them twice.
They look, like honestly, the NFL looks like.
And I think we can beat Tennessee.
An episode of Scooby-Doo. You know what I mean? Really? Like, who's the real deal? Who's an imposter? Like,
right.
Who is it?
They would have got away with it.
Like, I mean, the Jets now 0-4. They lost 21-27. Miami beat them.
Yeah, one of those teams had to win that game.
Right? And then, exactly. And then we got over here, the team that has 2 wins out of this Caca Bowl. The Bengals are 2-1, and they got 3 points. And Denver won 1 game, and it looks like they may win this game. So it's like, you think Denver's great. You're thinking everything's great with the Bengals. Your boy goes out, their quarterback goes out, bang, they're down. Now you're thinking like this may happen. Like that's the NFL though, right? Like I get that we have been. Jamie, he has this stat, and I know Jamie knows this stat by heart. Unfortunately,
I believe it was November 17th, 2024 was the last time the Saints won.
Wow.
It's been since November last year?
I believe so, yeah.
That's it.
I mean,
you still haven't given us a record yet, but what I want to hear from you is a record.
Well, I think we're going to probably be lucky to win 4 games, to be honest. And the way we're playing right now, if they don't make a change at quarterback, I mean, there's
you're saying 12
and
13-5 or something? It was 18 games.
17, I think.
17.
Yeah.
So 12-5.
I'm saying 4-13 as we speak. The way we're playing right now.
4 wins.
But I think that's okay. And I know Leroy doesn't like hearing me say this, but I personally feel like if you're not winning games in the NFL, you might as well start losing games in the NFL so that you can get back to winning games in the NFL. I hate being stuck around 500. It's purgatory, man. Look, we've done it for how many years now?
Going on 6 years or so with that?
9-7 or some shit. But that was when it was 16 games. But I feel that. I mean, but I'm not one to have wanted them to tank games, or like I don't know, how do you lose a game on purpose? You know what I mean?
You don't even need to right now. Just keep doing what you're doing.
I mean,
because it's working.
It's working for losing, that's for sure.
I'm gonna say something, and I do believe that Mickey is really long in the tooth, and I'm gonna get our stat guy on this, but we're gonna see what was the longest tenure of a general manager in the NFL.
Oh, geez.
I'm afraid our guy might be, if not in the top 3, the number 1.
Well, don't forget this. If we lose this next game, he's gonna start selling players off.
You think? I don't think so. I
think
if
we lose a couple more, for sure.
Like you really think that's gonna do something?
I mean,
like just start getting rid of players in the middle of the season that you have.
Yeah, start thinking about the rebuilds. We want picks. I wouldn't be surprised. There's only so many guys that are actually tradable, though, to be honest.
But you see, that's what I'm saying. I think it's a little too late for that plan. I mean, if that was your plan, you should have did that earlier with your new coach. Like he's building rapport with these guys and some of these. I mean, I don't know. That's why we're getting folks like you on here. You know, we got to call Ivan. I know he's got this kid that's going to be going to school. Going to be up, and we have taken 35 minutes of Coach's time, and we really appreciate it. But you're a really good call. And again,
so, hey, did either of you guys see the space station in the sky tonight?
Oh, I missed that.
Is it still out
Oh, it was
there?
pretty cool.
Just because
no,
you were
it
asking,
took 1 minute.
I will let you know that Jerry Jones from Dallas, he's been the general manager there since 1989.
Okay.
Mike Brown from the Cincinnati Bengals has been there since 1991. Mickey Loomis is the third longest currently serving ever. He's been with the New Orleans Saints since 2002.
So you want to know something?
What's that?
Not only was ours very good on that one, but I think, and you may want to double check this, that number 1 and number 2 are owners.
Probably, yeah. Probably.
Is that right,
So,
Coach?
some other long-serving
I know
GMs.
Jimmy is.
Also, John Snyder with the Seattle Seahawks started in 2010. Howie Roseman with the Philadelphia Eagles also started in 2010.
Wow.
And Jason
What year did Loomis come in?
2002. Loomis began his tenure here with the New Orleans Saints.
Interesting.
So in the middle of Hazlitt's tenure.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting.
And he took over from Mueller, right?
I don't know the answer to that. It's not in my little.
Pretty sure it was Randy Mueller before him.
Yeah, it was Randy Mueller, 100%. Randy Mueller. And Randy came in 2000, and they gave him the axe in 2001.
Gotcha.
So that means now that Loomis, though he didn't hire Hazlitt, is on his 4th coach.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
As a general manager, you don't get the luxury of hiring a 5th coach.
Okay.
Interesting.
You shouldn't. That means you fucked up 4 times.
Yeah. You know what they say.
5th time's a charm. Is that what we're going with?
Exactly.
Well, and Payton was a good hire too.
I mean, he was, but Payton has argumentatively extended his career many a times because he's hadn't been in the building since when?
Sean Payton?
Yeah. When was the last time Sean was here?
2021?
No.
See?
It has to be after that.
What do you mean? That's when he left the Saints.
In 2021?
See?
Yeah.
Only 4 years ago? 5 years ago? I thought it was longer.
Well, Breeze left after 2020, right?
Right.
Okay. And so he got...
I know Payton stayed a year after Breeze.
So 2021. Okay. All right. Well,
he did 1 year with where he couldn't decide between Taysom Hill and Jameis.
Jameis Winston, right.
Right. And Jameis is still doing the same things. But,
eating W's?
Eating W.
He's one of my favorite
Stealing
players of all
crab
time now.
He's one of your favorite players because he's been eating W's, and you love that sort of stuff. I know. You do.
Just he's so wacky.
See, there it is. You heard it here first, folks. Coach, well, I'm going to tell you something right now, brother. It is a pleasure to have you on the show, and you're gonna look. Anytime you want to call us after the game, let me tell you, you're welcome. And if you're in the neighborhood, drop by. We don't have to stare.
Oh yeah, we'll get
the
Coach.
Camera on your face. We're gonna have plenty.
No,
of opportunities.
I'll come down to the fan cave and do an episode or 2 with you guys. I'd love to do one with Ivan.
Yeah,
cool.
absolutely.
Well, you're doing one with Ivan tonight, in spite of the fact
you
that
guys
you're
are
not
already doing
here
that.
together. Hopefully, you'll be able to catch it on the YouTubes tomorrow.
Yes.
Go ahead and have Ivan give us a call here, Coach. We're
Yes.
going to say goodbye. Thank you so much. Anything you'd like to leave us with tonight?
No, just hoot at and let's get it together, guys.
Just hoot at and let's get it together. You heard it from our coach, Coach Sean Payton, right here on the Fan Cave 504. We love the Saints here at the Fan Cave 504. And as part of the Only Good Vibes News Network, we want to remind the fans out there that you are blessed just to have a team.
Yes.
Just to have an NFL team to root for. I would be happy. I would say I'm going to go on 14-3 would be my prediction this year.
They already lost 4
I'm sorry,
games.
3-14. Sorry, 3-14. I had that a little mixed around.
That
there.
worked.
14-3 would be in the
I'll
playoffs.
tell you what, I love your optimism, and we need more of it.
That's good. See,
Thanks,
they
Coach.
don't call him coach for nothing.
Thank you so much for joining us, Coach.
Thanks, Coach. Who that?
All right, guys.
Who that?
I'll talk to y'all soon.
Hey, right, brother. Chop. Who that?